There's 2 girls, 1 guy. Okay, you're probably good. Excuse me? Okay, you're probably good. So why did I keep talking to Matt after? I don't know, bad judgment, but this is just what happened. And his mouth goes around my mouth and it's very wet. Well, Ilah, you probably should have like opened your mouth a little bit, because after we didn't really talk much. I look over and they're holding hands. Welcome back to the storytelling experiment. Hey, it's Ilah, and if you want to hear about my first kiss story, stick around. It's very awkward. Here we go. Okay. My first kiss story. Oh my gosh, you guys. I feel like I'm going to have secondhand embarrassment, even though it was my actual experience. So is that secondhand? I don't know. But my first kiss was 1/4 books, and not in a good way. 1/4, like, what do you say when something is like not good? Bad experience. 1/4 the trash can? I don't know. Okay, here we go. There was this guy that I liked in high school. You're gonna hear me say that a lot because I had a lot of crushes. Okay, I'm a girl. I've always had crushes, multiple, whatever. Like I've always, even in preschool, in my journal that my mom kept for me. Okay, I've always had crushes. So this was no different. There was this guy that was in my AP English class or AP Lit class. I don't remember, one of those. We were the only juniors in this class. Everyone else was a senior because I actually took them backwards. I don't know if he had taken the one the year before or how that worked out, but I did them backwards because I don't know why. I just did. Him and I were the only juniors in this class, and because of that, we kind of buddied up a lot for writing projects and whatever. There was this one specific project where you had like make a PowerPoint presentation about something, like I truly do not remember. I do remember that because we had to buddy up for these projects and stuff, we would hang out outside of class quite a bit. So eventually it got to the point where I was like, okay, he's kind of cute, you know, and we have this like good banter going, and yeah, so I kind of liked him. Anyway, sometimes we would hang out outside of school. He would invite me over to his house and we would watch Parks and Rec. That was like our thing. And a couple times he would come over to my house and I don't know, like we'd watch a scary movie or whatever, what have you. I don't know like how much detail to give before I get into the story. I don't know if it was before or after, but I do feel like this is important to note. One time when we were hanging out, I feel like it was before because after we didn't really talk much. It might have been like a couple weeks before. He came over to my house and we were up in there's this like room outside of my bedroom because my bedroom had like a step or two down into it, and outside was like this, I guess you could call it like a sitting area. We just made it into kind of like the kids, we were teenagers, whatever, TV area. Okay. So there was like a couch and a TV and a desk, whatever. So it was him and my neighbor friend. I'm not going to use her name. I'll use pseudonyms again. We'll call her Claire. And this guy, we're going to call him, I feel like I can't use his name. Never mind. I was going to call him this name because it popped into my head, but then I was like, oh, people actually call him that as a nickname, so I'm not going to say it. We're going to call him Matt. Is such a basic name, and I have a lot of friends named Matt, so I'm just going to go with Matt, okay? Matt. Not his real name, again, pseudonym. So Matt and Claire were over at my house. We were watching a movie in this little sitting room, TV room that was outside of my actual bedroom. And the door is open because like that's the rule of my house. Make sure the door is open. Not that anything was going to happen because again, it was 2 girls, 1 guy. And I guess he was sitting in the middle between us. And I don't remember if this was the first time that he was hanging out with me and Claire, or if there, like this had happened multiple times. I don't know. But this was the beginning of the end of my friendship with Claire and the beginning of the end of my relationship, if you will, with Matt. We're watching the show and all of a sudden I look over and me and him were like, we had been talking. I had gone on a date with him to see Daddy's Home. Anyways, that's not like a great date movie, but that's what we had done. We're watching this show together, whatever. I look over and they're holding hands. Excuse me, did you not just come over to my house to hang out with me and now you're holding hands with Claire? And so I kind of like make a joke like, oh, you guys are holding hands, huh? And it gets kind of awkward. And then I feel uncomfortable and I leave. And then Claire comes out later and like after Matt leaves and we're talking, and I'm like, why were you holding hands with him? She tries to explain it like, well, he held my hand first and I just didn't let go and blah, 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 trying to like make it okay. But she knew that I was talking to him and liked him. And I understand like you don't blame the other girl, except that she was my friend and she knew that I liked him and that we had gone on dates. Yeah. So why did I keep talking to Matt after? I don't know. Bad judgment. Later, Matt had come over to my house. We watched a movie. I don't remember what movie it was. Probably like something dumb like Moana or something. We watched a movie. I say, all right, like it's getting late. And he's like, yeah, I should probably leave. So I walk him out to his car and we're standing on this like at the edge of the sidewalk before his car, and he leans in to kiss me, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna happen right now, because you like give the hug and then you like pull back, you're looking, it's the whole thing. He looks at me, he's leaning in, and I am just standing there because I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm like ready for my first kiss. Even though I was 16, almost 17 at the time. And anyway, so he leans in and he kisses me. My mouth stayed straight, flat. I didn't know what I was doing, number one. Number two, I wasn't sure if I really wanted a kiss. Number three, he had held my friend's hand the week before or whatever. And number four, like all of these things are in my head. So I'm just like kind of standing there. My mouth stays flat. Like I'm not doing anything to put effort into this. I really don't think this is his fault because I should have done something with my mouth or pushed him away or whatever. But this is just what happened, okay? He, the like lips around my lips, because mine are like this, flat, okay? And together. And his mouth goes around my mouth and it's very wet. He like does it a couple times. How do you even describe a kiss? It's section and it's wet and it's gross. At least this was gross to me. So it's like around my mouth, pull off, around my mouth, pull off, around my mouth, pull off. And then he looks at me and he's like, okay, you're probably good. And then he leaves. Excuse me? Okay, you're probably good? Like, I had never kissed anybody and you knew that I had never kissed anybody. You couldn't have like supported me a little bit in that moment. I don't know. Again, not really his fault. I get it. I should have tried more, but I didn't know what I was doing and I felt so uncomfortable. Oh, you guys, I'm like literally so sweaty right now. So I walk back into my house after this whole exchange where he tried to kiss me and I didn't really kiss him back. And he's like, hey, you're probably good. And my mom's like, hey, like, you okay? Like, how did that go? How's your date? Whatever. And I'm like, he just kissed me. And she's like, well, did you like it? And I kind of explain, I'm like, I don't know if I liked it. And she's like, well, like what happened? And so I tell her kind of this exchange that we had. And she's like, well, Ilah, you probably should have like opened your mouth a little bit. And kind of explaining how a kiss like works. I'm like so sheltered because I was thinking like peck, like, oh, we'll give it like, like peck kiss. And that is not really how you get into a good kiss. So yeah, the next kiss I had was significantly better. But that one was truly awful and wet and slimy and gross. Like I went into the bathroom and I was like, I need to wipe my mouth off. Oh, you guys, that's embarrassing for me. I probably should have learned a little bit more about that before being that age. Like, I don't know, before going on dates with guys. Like, yeah, not a good kiss. But the reaction afterwards was just so weird. He's like, okay, you're probably good. That phrase has been burned in my mind. I'm 27 years old now. That was 11 years ago. Like, that's crazy that stuck with me for so long. But I got better. Okay. I got better. We improve. We grow. That was a learning experience. The next week that I saw him at school, it was very awkward and we didn't really talk much. And then he ended up dating this girl from like another town that was like an hour and a half away that I knew because of club basketball. Like we kind of played together. So that was a little bit awkward, but also really who cares, because we went on like 1 or 2 dates and whatever. Not a big deal. I guess that's it for you guys today. Awkward first kiss. Okay, I had my almost first kiss. I had my awkward first kiss. Someday we will get into my actual first kiss that was actually kind of like a movie. Are you looking forward to it? Because I am. Anyways, thanks for listening to the storytelling experiment. If you enjoyed the story, you can follow and subscribe. All the things for more real life moments told from my perspective, which is not always perfect, but hopefully overall enjoyable. I don't know. Do you enjoy my awkward moments? I do, I think. I'm becoming a storyteller, one experiment story at a time. Real life rough takes, better stories ahead, I hope. See you guys later. Bye.